Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the first of a new series of training sessions that we're starting here at Axiom Human Resource Solutions. We plan on doing these, I believe, twice a month going forward. The first one will be presented usually by me. It'll focus on typically something related to either payroll or timekeeping. And then the second one during the month will usually be ran by Tony Shively, and will be focused on something regarding HR. So as was noted in I believe an email was sent out letting everybody know, and also it was in our new the new newsletter that we have going out as well. This training is going to be focused on the new mobile app that is available for the system. This mobile app was released in December of last year, so it actually hasn't been out for very long, but I think that it is actually a good or much better mobile app than what was previously available. I'm going to, unlike a lot of the trainings I do where I leave the lines open, let everybody ask questions as they want, I'm actually going to mute everyone. We should have time for questions at the very end, but if you have a question, you think of it as we're going along, if you want to go ahead and type it into the chat in your GoToMeeting box, then that's a good way to not have to try to remember it. And I can see that Tom already asked if we plan to record the webinars for future viewing, which we do. I have actually already started recording this one. We will be putting them into a box.com folder, which we can then share so that they can be accessed later. All right, so the first thing that I would like to do is talk about how you can actually access this app. What you would want to do is go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and search for Kronos Workforce Ready Mobile. I know that's a lot to type in, but that's the easiest way to find it, because as you can see here on the first row here, there is a whole bunch of different Kronos apps. And the easiest way to find it is to type that in, because then it should be this very first one. It should actually say Kronos Workforce Ready Mobile. So when we click on that, you'll see when we look at the screenshots here, this is what it should look like, because these are screenshots of the new mobile app. So that is how you will want to do it. That's how you will find it. Also, you'll probably want to let us know here at Axiom as well, because it does. We do have to make some changes in the security profiles of your account in order to make the app usable by you and your employees. So let us know. It's just a box that needs to be checked in the security profile, but we can do that pretty easily so that then you can access the system using the new mobile app. All right, so let's see what this looks like in person. This may be a little blurry. It's actually blowing up my cell phone screen, but I thought this would probably be the best way for you folks to see what the mobile app looks like in action. I'm actually going to use one of our demo companies to first show what employees can do from their end currently, and then we'll switch over to a manager to show what a manager can do from their end currently. Now, I will say, a lot of the stuff that can be done right now is pretty basic, but what Kronos plans to do through the rest of the year and into next year is keep adding on functionality until the point that there's actually a full system wraparound for the app, and you'll basically be able to do everything in the app that you'd be able to do from logging on your desktop computer. It's not there yet, but that is the plan for, the end of this year and going into next year as well. So new functionality will be added all the time, for this app. Okay, so let's log in as our employee here. If I can spell it right. Password. Okay, so just like some of you may be used to the dashboards that you see when you log into the system yourselves, you'll notice that the mobile app has its own dashboard. If your employees will be punching in and out using the mobile app, if you're on timekeeping and your employees punch, using either the web clock online or maybe the computers online, then they also have the ability to clock in and out using the mobile app here too. So They put it right front and center for the employees. If they're clocking in, just tap clock in. It'll let you know that, your punch has been recorded. Same thing for clock out. Now, from this handy little widget right here, there's also the view timesheet button where the employee can go. They can view their current timesheet. And in this case, not only can our employee punch in and out on their timesheet, but they can also record their own time too. So you can just tap on the from or the to box. They have the handy little clock come up where you can say, say 5:30. You can say set. That'll fill it in for you. It goes ahead and calculates your total amount of time there. And then if we scroll up to the top here, you'll see the save button. Timesheet will be saved. And there's also a submit button for the end of the pay period if you want your employees to submit their timesheet. Something else that can be done is that bulk hours can also be entered in the total box. You'll see that you can enter a total amount, and then there's also 4 or 8 that comes up for handy selection as well. So really pretty similar to what a lot of people are already used to in the system. Looks a little bit different, but is actually a lot more user-friendly from a mobile perspective. I don't know how many of you actually used the old mobile app, but it wasn't. For one thing, it looked a lot worse than this, not very pretty at all, and the functionality wasn't that great either. Okay, so if the employee wants to get back to the home screen from here, they can just click on the overflow tab there. We can click on the house for home. Say okay. We don't care if those are saved or not. Okay, so something else that the employee can actually do as well. If we go here, we go to, actually let's go back. Let's go to My Pay. And we'll look at, so again, just like employees can go into the system on the computer and get their pay statements, they can also do this from the mobile app as well. So let's see here. I thought I finalized one yesterday, but it may be for tomorrow. So let's go into the future here. It's April 1st, April 14th. Okay, there we go. So the payroll that I finalized yesterday for our test employee here was for Monday, it looks like, for April 15th. So the employee will be able to see their net payment right there, right, nice and big, so they know exactly how much they're getting paid. Then down below, of course, they get to see, type of check, when the pay period started, ended, what their gross was, and then again, what the check amount was. If they want to download their pay statement, all they have to do is click the download pay statement icon there at the very bottom, and it will open up, or it will download to, their default downloads folder, wherever that may be. It's going to be another PDF, as you can see at the top of my bar here. It'll be another PDF, just like if you're to download from the desktop site. So exact same pay statement that they're used to, but now pretty easy way to access it on their phone. From this same screen, they can actually see their direct deposit information as well. If they have the ability to add their own direct deposits, they can do that here too. And they can also come here. I don't have any example W-2 forms to show, but they can also view and download their W-2 information from the mobile app as well. All right. Another thing that I wanted to show here that the employees can do in the mobile app having to do with timekeeping again is requesting time off. So pretty similar to how it's done in the desktop site currently. You choose your time off type, choose your request type. So again, the ones that we're all used to: full day, partial day start stop, partial day bulk, or multiple days. Choose the date that you're requesting off. So let's say that maybe Our example employee wants to take off Monday. They can leave a comment, of course, if they want to, not necessarily required, and then they can just submit their request. And now our request is submitted. So again, another really easy way just for the employees to do one of those functions that they're probably used to doing on the desktop site, but being able to do it on the mobile app in a really easy way. All right. Finally, for the employee, I wanted to cover being able to do benefit open enrollment through the app. So this is something that is brand new to the mobile app. I know that the old mobile app did not offer this whatsoever. And frankly, it probably would have been a pain just because the mobile app was so, unuser friendly. So I guess I should say user unfriendly, right? So in this case, whenever your open enrollment is taking place, they can come here, through the My Benefits option and choose enrollment. And if open enrollment is taking place, they'll be able to start it here. Also, they can choose to do a life change event if they have one of those going on. In this case, we'll do open enrollment. We're going to say start. It'll show you the same instructions that they would be able to see on the mobile app or on the desktop site, along with all of the plan information that's been loaded into the system. So here we can see, we have a couple of different medical plans, starting with our HSA plan, our PPO plan. So we can go ahead, we'll say choose the PPO plan. Oh, and at the very top, of course, was waive all plans. So you choose your plan, then you can choose your coverage level. Oh, it helps to read the little warning sign. It says you must select coverage level before selecting benefit plan. Okay, so let's go back to our. So in this case, because we've chosen family, it's expecting us now to select our spouse, our children, beneficiaries, contingent beneficiaries. And this will pull, of course, from the contacts that are loaded into the system. If the contacts aren't in the system already, then the employee can do so here. Again, they can choose whether it's a primary contact, the contact type, and then enter personal information. So in this case, let's go back. Let's just choose our HSA plan with employee coverage. That way we don't have to enter anything. So save. Dental, we'll choose basic. Standard life. Automatically enrolled. So on and so forth. I think you folks get the picture here. But really, again, just a really easy way to view all of the information, to compare plans, and choose what they want to do. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. We'll sign out as our employee here. We will go ahead and sign in as our manager/administrator. And I should probably know, I don't know if anyone's asked this question or not, but it's the exact same username and password that the employees would use when logging into the desktop site. So no need for them to, learn or memorize a different username or password. Okay. So this is going to look, at least this desktop site might look pretty similar to our employee here. But we'll see, when we bring in the sidebar here, that now we have an option not only for my info, but also for team. So we can come here, we can see the timesheets for all of our employees. Let's just type in Casey was the employee that we were using. Here's Casey. So now we can access Casey's timesheet. We can make changes to it if need be. We can, it can be manually submitted from here, also approved. There are reports for the timesheets that we can access from here. Some of the calculated time summary being one of them, and the detailed time summary being the other, or detailed calculated time. And I know, again, Kronos is working on getting a lot more reports in here. I believe that's currently what they're working on now and will be included in the next release when that occurs. And then finally, I know that a lot of you are used to the to-do items found in the system. So in the app, rather than having the bell, it's actually the envelope icon up here in the corner. So you can see we have 2 there. So it looks like we have 2 time off requests that we can currently access. So what you do is just tap on one of the time off requests to see the details for it. And then, of course, just approve or reject like normal. Apparently, we have some sort of notification set up when these requests exceed 6 hours. We're going to approve it anyway. There we go. So time off request has been approved. Just like doing it on a desktop site, after that's approved here in the app, that time is automatically recorded to the employee's timesheet, shows up right away. Of course, that to-do item goes away. Then we only have the one left. Just like on the desktop app, managers can come in, they can view, whatever information for their employees that they are given access to. So again, we could search for Casey. Oh, look, we can see that she's actually clocked in currently. Go to her profile. So here again, information broken up into the similar blocks that you're probably used to in the system. Finally, again, we can view the benefit plans for our team members. And of course, everything that is available for the employees, also available for the managers or admins as well. Okay, that is currently what the new mobile app looks like. Like I said, it's only been released since December, so there's still a lot more functionality that Kronos is working on and plans to release all throughout this year and into next year until you can do everything on the app that you can currently do in the desktop site itself. But these are what we just went over is currently the the main functionality of the app as it stands. Okay, so it looks like we have about 10 minutes left for some questions. I know that we got a couple in as we were going along. Let's see here. Tom asks if did you say that you have to set it up in our system, start using it? Yes, that's correct. So the new app has its own checkbox in the security profiles. So, if you want your employees to be able to use it, we'd have to go into the employee security profile, check off the checkbox, and save that, save that profile like that. and that would allow the employees to start using it. So, whomever you want to give access to the new app to, we would need to know, and then go into the security profile and do that, or show you how you could make that edit yourself. Another question here on payroll viewing, they can download but not send by unsecure email, correct? Yes, that is correct. They can download their pay statements just like you can from the desktop site. You can download your pay statement there as well, or view your pay statement, but not send the email. Yes, that's correct. Also, will the old app still work? Yes, the old app, at least for now. I believe that in the future, Kronos does plan to phase that out, but currently it does still work. And as long as we don't, and just like there's separate functionality or that separate checkbox to enable the new app, the old app also has to be turned on in the system setup, or in the company setup, and also in the security profiles as well. And as long as we don't mess with that, then yeah, the old app will still work with your system. That is currently all of the questions that we have. So if anyone has any more, we still have a few minutes here. But if that's it, then you can feel free to end the call. And of course, if you have any more questions about the new app, feel free to reach out to me here at Axiom, and I can certainly discuss one-on-one as well. Let's see, it looks like we got a couple of new questions here. Are we able to cover payroll reports at all? Currently, there aren't any payroll reports that are working in the app itself. I believe that Kronos is starting with timekeeping reports first, with the payroll reports to come after that. So none of those are available in the app as of yet. Currently, just those couple of timekeeping reports that we saw. And then a question about Tony's HR training. Let's see, I believe. If we go to our website. I believe that's in our newsletter. So let's go ahead. We'll open up our newsletter here. I'll drag it over here. Okay. So our next training is going to be on April 26th. It is going to be about the recruiting module in the system. And I'm pretty sure that Tony will probably send out an invite to that, just like she did for this training today. But April 26th. So if you want to look forward to that, that's when it will occur. All right. Well, thank you everyone for your time today. I hope you found this probably not entertaining, but maybe a little enlightening. I hope you have a good rest of your day.